Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Psychic Mummy. I also run Jasmine's Eternal Circle, and today I am going to be doing a tarot poll. We will be taking a look at seeing what learning is needed. Sometimes in life we need a little bit of growth, and sometimes we don't know which direction we need to kind of focus in on, even if our spirit guides might be shouting at us and we are ignoring it. So, without any further ado, these are the decks that have been chosen today. I have my Light Seers Tarot, I have my Fairy Healing Oracle, and I have my Gypsy Fortune deck as well. So, you go ahead and pick your deck, and then I will start. And don't mind the paint on my table. I have tried to get this off multiple times, and it just doesn't want to come off. C'est la vie. If you haven't picked your deck yet, pause it now. I'm going to start with the Light Seer Tarot, and then we'll move on. So, funny thing today, I changed the background on my computer, so when I opened it up to do this video, it startled me. I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, right, I did that. Sometimes I do things and I forget, and it just kind of makes me go, right, you are slowly losing your marbles, girl. Anything else I need to be learning? Alright, so for you guys, we have the Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. You are a very kind of analytical person, very kind of on the ball with what your thoughts are, what direction you need to go in. Okay, you kind of analyze almost everything to death. The what ifs, the how is this going to be plausible? How is this going to work out? Blah blah blah. You get my drift there, okay? But there's also a sense of this intuition being pulled in with that. So not only are you analytical, but you have this kind of intuition that kind of backs that. So if something just doesn't feel right, you're not going to go ahead and do that, for the most part. Okay, sometimes that analytical brain of yours will take over and override that intuition. That can be a little bit problematic, especially when you start getting into situations when it comes to relationships or situations when it comes to career paths, okay? You need to listen to your intuition a little bit more on those kind of finesse details, okay? Because even though your brain might be thinking, oh, well, this person just seems all right, but your gut's going, there's something wrong with this person. You need to be listening to that intuition, all right? Even though you're going to try to give this person the value of trust, okay? Your intuition is going to tell you, no, there's something not right with that. And then later on down the road, you'll see, no, there's something not right with that person. So this has happened multiple times, guaranteed. So maybe listen to your intuition just a smidge more, just a smidge more. Okay. The Knight of Wands is coming in, okay, here as well. Stop stressing. All right, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at whoever's talking there. Stop stressing. Okay, it's time for you to kind of let go of that aspect and have a little bit of time for yourself, downtime for yourself. Have some time for play. Okay, that is very important for you. Okay, especially when you're a person that's on the go all the time, when you like to be busy, when you like to keep things neat, organized, and complete. Okay, sometimes with playtime, things are going to be a little bit messy, and you need to expect that things will be a little bit messy, and that's okay. All right. So time to kind of release all that kind of adult stress and angst towards everything around you, and just chill out and have some fun. Okay, is basically what that is coming through there. So listen to your intuition a little bit more, okay, and have a little bit more fun, all right, overall. All right, you guys are up next. I might need my water. I call it Smurf juice. I decided to try a different flavor for electrolytes or whatever. I gotta say, it's not my favorite, but it's the only thing that I got left right now, so I'm like, alright, I'll drink it. It's that, the flavor thing that you can put in your water, right? So I decided to try it out and be like, okay, well, I'll try a different flavor. It's really not my favorite. I'm more of like a citrus girl myself, right? So oranges, pineapples, I like that kind of stuff. Something about berries, just berry flavor just doesn't taste like berries. It tastes odd. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, you guys need to learn. Come here, you. No foolery there. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the first card we have positive expectations, and we have moving forward fearlessly, and then the last one is laughter. Okay, so with the first one, okay, is stop looking at things like the glass being half empty. Okay, you should be looking at it as half full. The more positivity that you bring to a situation, the more positivity there will be. Okay, and it's the same said with intent and manifestation work, right? The more positivity that you put into it, the more it will blossom. Now, I don't expect it to blossom overnight, neither should you, but it will blossom. You need to have patience while you cultivate it. Think of it as a plant. All right? Plants take time. They take time and care and nurturing in order for them to grow and bloom. Okay? And same is to be said about having expectations in the positive senses as well. Okay? And any changes that you face, okay, you need to kind of like let go of all the fears that you have. You just need to be able to move fearlessly through any changes that you have or that come to surface, okay, instead of doubting in the unknown. Okay, the unknown will bring about changes that are meant to occur, right? Especially when it comes to your growth and in terms of you proceeding forward in life too, okay? So it's very important that you kind of be okay with moving forward if you need to move forward with things, okay? And move away from situations that no longer serve any purpose in your life at that present state, okay? The last card, laughter. Okay, laughter, you need to bring about happiness and joy. Okay, you need to laugh at situations that kind of happen to us, kind of like Murphy's Law. You know, if one thing goes bad, yes, maybe another thing goes bad, and you just kind of have to shake your head and laugh at it. That's the only thing that you can do, right? Once again, it's so much as having that positive attitude when things don't go the way that we expect it to. Right, and also just being able to be comfortable enough to just be like, oh, well, there's the universe to go again, just handing me a basket full of lemons. What are you going to do? You going to throw them back, or are you going to make lemonade, right? So really for you guys, it's all about perspectives, right? So perspective about being positive, okay? The perspective about being fearless when it comes to change and leaving situations or changes that no longer suit you at that point in time in life, and learning to laugh about situations that you can't have any control over, right? I apologize. My husband and daughter fighting over the TV is epic sometimes. Needless to say. Woohoo. Okay, well, we keep that to the side for you guys, I guess. So this is the last deck here, the Gypsy Fortune. first card that just flopped out of here, okay, is basically stating that you need to just stop fighting and put the swords down, all right? So instead of fighting all the time, you need to assess the situations that you're in, all right? Very important to do that from time to time and kind of learn when it's a good time to actually duel it out and when it's not a good time to duel it out. Does it serve any purpose? Is it just going to make you more stressed? Is it going to make you more anxious? Is it going to make things worse? All right. Is it something that can be avoided? Okay, these are things to think about before ending up in actual confrontation. And if you're a person that enjoys confrontation or someone that seems to get into a lot of confrontation, maybe that's something that needs to be looked at. Okay. The next one, we've got this guy riding on a horse. There's no names to him. There's pictures, which I love about it. Once again, this one is very similar to the last one about moving forward. Okay, so any obstacles that you have, naturally, you tend to overcome. If there are any kind of fears holding you back, all right, you tend to stall your horse, quote unquote. With that, though, you need to take the time to realize that maybe those obstacles are in place are something that you should be looking at instead of just jumping over. Okay, sometimes when there's a danger sign, we actually need to read it before going ahead. Okay, why is there a no swim zone here? Why is it saying that there's a dangerous road here? Okay, we kind of need to assess this before moving forward sometimes. And you're the person that just keeps on going. Okay, stop and take a look before breaking through. All right, it's good to move forward, but it's also good for you to look and assess the situations before gallivanting away. All right. Last card, we got the fox and the hen. Okay. You need to kind of look at things in two different perspectives, not just your perspective, but others' perspectives as well. All right. So whereas one might see one point of view, you might see it another way. Now, this is where this comes in. Okay, the dueling hands here. If that perspective doesn't meet your perspective, there's no sense in fighting about it. People have their own opinions, okay? People have their own aspects, their own experiences in life, right? So, is it really worth fighting for? I can understand if it's a big issue, but if it's something small and trivial, your best bet, walk away. Or just agree with them and be like, okay, let that slide off your back. All right? Don't let it drive you crazy either. Don't let it simmer and stew, or do the replay over and over again. There's no point in that. That's just gonna fuel your fire, and you don't need that. Okay? It's better just to kind of go, okay, gone. All right? So do that for yourself. All right? It might help with the intenseness of you being triggered by people and situations. Just a wee bit. Okay? So there you have it. Those are those cards. Now let's do an overall message, shall we? Forgiveness is the overall message here. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. That it does. So for this week, practice forgiveness. Not just forgiveness about others and those around you or the situations that you've been in, but also forgiveness for yourself as well. Okay? That's a very important thing too, right? We make mistakes and we oftentimes forget to forgive ourselves for it, and we kind of replay that situation sometimes in our minds, and we beat ourselves up about it. What's the point, right? Just forgive yourself. Just a little bit. We're human. We make errors. It's part of our life. Okay? So there you have it, guys. Those are your messages. So once again, about learning, what you need to take a look at. Sorry about earlier. When it comes to the TV time, I think I gotta make a chart or something for those kids and the hubby there. As always, if you want your own personal reading, you can DM me through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or you can email me at jasmineseternalcircle.com or jasmineseternalcircle@gmail.com. Jeez. If you're interested in anything that I do, you can take a look at my website, www.jasmineeternalcircle.com. And once again, sending much warmth and positivity to you all.